Welcome to Can Angels Fly for Knock Knock. Knock Knock. Why are our wild animals dropping dead? In order to answer this riddle, I'm going to share one of my life experiences that will reveal the answer to this riddle. My story. I think this has been a few years ago. This is 2018. I want to say maybe 2013 or 14. My memory's poor. But anyway, it's about the experience I had. It was in the middle of the summer, and it was hot as hell outside. I'm sitting on a couch. I'm sitting on one end, my daughter's sitting in the middle, and my neighbor's sitting on the far end of the couch. We all sitting up there, hot, and we hungry as hell. We were so hungry that we decided everybody would do their part so that we could eat. So it was 3 parts to it. We decided we were going to grill. My neighbor said she would go, I think, clean the meat, and I think my daughter was going to do the grill, and I will have to be the one to run in and out and cook. Okay, it's time to go. Well, another few hours passed, and we were still sitting on the couch, hot as hell, and now we hungry as hell. But no one would move. Me, I got real hungry, and I was real upset. So I started cussing and fussing, because y'all know that's what I do. And I got up and I started cleaning the meat, went out, prepped the grill, saturated with the lighter fluid, everything, go back in, prepping sides and cooking and cussing and fussing, because guess what? Them 2 mother suckers still sitting on the couch, laughing at me, just laughing at me. Anywho, the story continues. The time comes for me to go outside to light the grill. When I go outside, what do I see? I see my dog laying in the grass looking like she dead. And I also see one of the kids that ate some watermelon. And so they done carelessly tossed the watermelon rind out in the grass near the barbecue pit. And I look over and there's a whole bunch of flies in the watermelon rind like they in a swimming pool. Just there. And so you know how that looks. That was yuck. So I go over and I'm like, to the watermelon rind. Flies wouldn't move. I'm like, they still wouldn't move. So now I'm mad. I'm getting increasingly angry. I'm hungry and I'm hot. So I picked the watermelon rind up and cast it over to I spilled the flies out. That's what I spilled the flies and the liquid out of the rind into the grass and then threw the watermelon rind over in the field next to me. And so just getting that out the way, I go over to the grill and I take my lighter to, start the fire. I go to strike the lighter, no fire. So I'm standing up there. Cannot get the lighter to ignite. I'm mad. I'm real hot standing out in the midst of the sun. It was hot as hell that day. So I storm in the house, them 2 still sitting on the couch laughing. I pick up my lighters, because I'm a smoker, so I got lighters everywhere. And so I'm outside. Can't get neither lighter to ignite. I'm pissed. I go in the house, I go in my cabinet, and I get my box of matches. It's actually a box, so you slide it out. A whole box of matches. Go outside with the matches. Throw that one to the side. Throw that one to the side. So I'm just constantly trying to strike matches. None of them are lighting. Eventually, I lit one of the matches, and it was this little tiny flame. Little flame. And it was dancing like it was on the very end of the match. It almost looked like it wasn't even on the match, just a little baby flame. So I'm like, okay, I'm so excited because it's some hope. I'm real hot. this challenge right here is almost over, so I'm trying to guide that one little flame to the paper, thinking that it's going to, poof, and ignite. And guess what, y'all? Yep. That little flame said, it ate itself. The flame didn't go out. The flame consumed its little self. We did not get to eat until much, much later that evening. So, what was this story about, and how is it evidence or the answer to the riddle about why our wild animals are dropping dead? As mentioned, when I went out the door, my dog was laying in the grass looking like she was dead, half dead. The flies were in the watermelon. They would not move. As many times as I tried to shoot them away. I failed to mention that I could barely breathe myself. I was extremely hot. But it was when it came to not being able to light the barbecue fire with multiple lighters, tons of matches, and that one little flame that wasn't even connected to the match. It didn't look like it was kind of suspended in the air. Little tiny little thing. And how it ate itself up. After that, trying to overcome those hurdles, I just went back in the house and took my place back on the couch. But I'm looking like, what was that? That was a heck of a series of events to occur, and none of it made any sense. But after deep contemplation, I realized there was a depletion in the level of oxygen that was in the air. The answer to why our wild animals are dropping dead, primarily the birds of the sky and the aquatic creatures of the waters, dying. Birds are falling out of the air, the aquatic animals are being washed up on the shore, and they're dead everywhere. I believe the answer to that riddle is that there is a depletion in the oxygen levels here on Earth. Of course, those depletions in the oxygen levels that exist here on Earth are not everywhere. Otherwise, we would all die. But those birds, as they're migrating and navigating the skies, they are passing through patches of areas that are depleted in the normal oxygen range. And when they hit those ranges, as they're moving through, they are suffocated to death mid-flight and drop off the sky. As far as the aquatic animals, if I recall correctly, there is still a level of oxygen, an average level of oxygen for the waters that exist, and those aquatic creatures depend on it. There is also a deficiency within the waters that are causing the sea creatures to suffocate in their habitat, die, and then wash up on shore. So, the answer to the riddle to why our wild animals are dropping dead is because there is a depletion in the oxygen levels on this earth. The reason you didn't know the answer to that riddle is because our authority figures are not telling us the truth. Thank you for coming to Can Angels Fly. Until next time, bye.